All right. Shalom, everyone. I'm coming back to you with another video. And today, we're going to pay close attention to what people say in their interviews. And what I want to bring out to the men is that you have to be very careful who you let raise your kids. And this is on all levels. This is if you're not popular or if you are popular. If you are popular, you have to be very uh, attentive to who you are dealing with when you want a significant other. People will become jealous of you, all right, and try to do certain things to get back at you. And today, this is starring Magic Johnson. I'm gonna press play and I'm gonna let you guys view what is about to be said in this interview.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
That's another reason why I wrote the book. I'm like, we've come so.
Now, I'm going to pause it real quick. He retired from the Lakers around 1991, 1992, but he came out and announced that he had the immune, uh, what is it called? Well, he just came out and said he had AIDS. This is something immune deficiency syndrome, okay? And for those of you who do not know what AIDS is, they try to say it came from Africa, all right? But more than likely it came from a lab somewhere, okay? And they wanted to test it out on Negroes. It's all about population control and making money also, all right? But he came out in 1991.
In 25 years.
The Power of Unconditional Love. In her new memoir, Believing in Magic, Cookie talks candidly about sticking not only by Magic's side, but also supporting their son EJ's sexuality. And
Hey, that's what I want to focus on. EJ.
for that, we invited him to ask the questions.
This is so weird that I'm interviewing you right now.
I know.
You're like Diane Sawyer. So in the book you mentioned how you always knew I was...
Now look at him. Normal little boy, posing with his father. Daddy got the basketball out, you know. This is what most black boys want. Hey, I want to be playing hoops and sports with my father. And if you don't have a father, you grow up with certain type of hatred for yourself, actually. And that's why most women run out and try to get a replacement. Although what they really should be doing is trying to heal that relationship so that kid can grow up fully functional. All right. The number one thing that Satan, aka the white man, doesn't want you to have is a father in the household, because the white man understands that if a black man has a head, a figure, a Christ-like figure, it don't even matter if your dad's a damn demon. As long as you got a man in that house, you're going to grow up, hey, A-okay. But when we take the man out of the household, then you're raised by a mother, okay, who was not designed by the Most High to raise kids by herself. Sorry, ladies. And most of you ladies know that. You shouldn't even be mad when you hear me say this. You were not created to be the head and to guide the household. Scriptures tell you that. All right? The man was created to run the household. And right here, he's posing with his son. So where did this go wrong?
Brent, how did you feel kind of watching me not conforming to traditional norms?
Yes. Well, in the beginning, I thought, oh, well, maybe it's just...
Hey, why ain't he gay? Okay. Hey, there's a little sister right there. Then you have the beautiful Cookie, Magic Johnson right here. And you have EJ, looking like a normal little boy. Okay? Normal little boy. Dressed up like a boy. Was he not conforming to traditional norms right there? Where did he go wrong? That's what I want to know. And how does he have dolls in the house when he's older and she's younger? So you mean to tell me this boy went and ran to play with a little girl's dolls instead of having all that money that you could have bought him the latest and great action figures? I doubt it. Okay? I doubt it.
phase he's going through. But then one day it just hit me when I saw you playing with your sister's dolls,
Mm-hmm.
and you were so happy. Why should I make him do something he doesn't really like doing? So that's when I stopped trying to throw you in the sports, let you play with your dolls at home. But I knew that your dad wouldn't allow that. So you and I had to have a little ritual where you play with them when he's not in town, and then when he's there, we put them in my room, right?
Did you fellas just listen to what she said? We have to have a little ritual. A little ritual. When daddy's not home, we play with dolls. When he comes home, I had to hide them in my room. First of all, I watched this video a couple of times. Wait, why couldn't you hide the dolls in the sister's room? You see what she said? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're really, uh, you know, concerned in the first place, you shouldn't even. It's like walking in the room and you see your son talking about, "Hey, I'm slicing my wrist." You see your son committing the act where he's slicing his wrist or he's doing drugs. The first thing you would do is talk to him and take him to the doctor and try to get your son therapy, and probably some of the best therapists in that LA area, since you have the money. Okay, but no, this wasn't a life or death situation for Cookie. So in her little narrative about what was going on at this time, she's saying that, look, I decided. Pay close attention to what she's saying. I decided this is what I'm going to do. You don't call the father and say, hey, our son's playing with dolls. What should we do? How do we fix this problem? You just go off and make your own decisions that you're going to raise this boy as having two different personalities. Hey, I'm a woman when around my mom, and then I'm a boy when my dad gets home. And the boy naturally will cleave to the mother because dad's not always home. He's out on business, out providing for the family, which he should be doing. The number one downfall for Magic Johnson is not always being home. Okay, around this time when this was going on, he was probably a coach for the Lakers in 1996 or 1995, I believe. I think he went back and played 1994 for 1 year, and then he left because there was a lot of commotion and turmoil within the NBA whether he should play or not because he has AIDS, and guys were scared and did not understand anything about this newfound disease called AIDS and HIV. All right, and for those of you that don't know, hey, Magic Johnson was in the loop. He was hanging out with the owner of the Lakers, and there was a lot of turmoil in that locker room. A lot of guys were talking. Why do you get to hang out with the owner of the team? There was no professional boundaries. This man, this white man, Jerry Buss, would take this young black kid from Michigan, from poverty, and let him hang out at the top high-level nightclubs and provide him with all the women. And probably went over to the Hugh Hefner's mansion with all the drugs, with all the women, and basically be introduced to homosexuality at that high level with trannies. Okay? For him to have the keys to LA and own all that land that he owns and all these businesses and own restaurants, and he owns high rises, and he owns the theaters and malls, you had to be given the keys. And ultimately, you were introduced at these wild sex parties. Hey, go listen to Cat Williams. All right? That's no lie. You go to these parties in Hollywood and you be seeing dudes that you see on TV behind another band doing some strange things or getting pumped himself. But pay attention to what she says. She had rituals. She speaks like a damn witch, okay? did not go and seek help for this boy. So basically, she encouraged and promoted, hey, you just go ahead and be a girl while your daddy's not home. All right? He'd be, I don't know what name. She probably was calling him different names. And she probably talked, and it's really all behind resentment, behind Magic Johnson going off and dealing with multiple women and doing things behind her back. So the way I'm going to get back at you, since I don't want to leave you, the way I'm going to get back at you is, hey, I'm going to raise me up $2. Okay, we're going to have a girl thing. And you're going to see in this video. Watch.
When I was like 13, was it 14 or 15 or whatever, when we actually...
Hey, looked like a natural boy, a little fat kid. All right? She wasn't even watching out for his health.
Down and talk about it. We were on that trip in Hawaii, and there were boys and
Right.
walking around without shirts on, and I was obviously
and you
staring.
Were,
Yeah, but
salivating.
I mean, okay, excuse you.
I felt it was important to talk to you about it because
Now look at that. That's ultimately why ain't the doc. Okay, so I think this might be, and I might be wrong, the little girl that was in the photo from earlier. But look what she ultimately wanted. This is your result of your fuckery. All right? Your pure fuckery, your matriarchy. All right? You got so much hatred for the dad, you promoted this homosexual ideology of, look, hey, you're playing with dolls. So now we'll just hide and you'll be Elliot Johnson while your father's not home. Okay? And when he comes home, you're, whatever the hell your name is, Eric Johnson. I don't know what the hell this boy's name is. But this is what she has. They all out there looking like dirty money. Okay? Here's P. Diddy. Here's that one singer dating that boy. You the old bitch that didn't even get the damn career popping. All right? This is what ultimately she wanted. Didn't get the boy any help or any counsel. I listened to the judge that sat there and sentenced 175 years to Dr. Nassar, who was molesting little girls on the team. And she said, why didn't you seek help? Why molest? Why didn't you seek help and stop your problem? There's all kind of clinics for these type of things all around the world. So my question to Cookie is, why didn't you seek help instead of promote this wickedness? All right? You obviously don't believe in God. Because in the New Testament, which a lot of you women cleave on to in the world, the New Testament. The New Testament cuts you in your wicked ass behavior. Because the scriptures say in 1 Corinthians 6 and 9 that no effeminate or abusers of themselves with mankind. Notice the difference. There's effeminate, a man that's acting soft, and a person that actually commits the damn act of being a homosexual will not receive the kingdom. So I don't get where she got off of basically taking the lead role and saying, look, this is what we're going to do. Because earlier in this, when you guys hear this interview, she says, I made the conscious decision. There was no, hey, I'm going to hit my husband on the celly, and I'm going to counsel with my husband and seek other counsel with other elders of the church or other elders and wise men to save my little boy. But you want to run around and be in the fucking divas. Like I said, run around looking like dirty money. All right?
you to think you had to hide it from me because I'm your mom and I love you and I support you in whatever you want. And
yeah, that's not love. That's hatred.
that's why after that conversation, I went and talked to your father about it.
Dad's initial reactions were a little more stern, I think, than
Yes.
you and I would.
As it should be. As it should be. It should be stern. What the fuck is going on at home? Why is my son all of a sudden a homosexual? Even if Magic Johnson was a homosexual himself, he's like, hey, this is what I'm into. But what the fuck's going on with my son? All right, there was Magic Johnson stopped talking to Isaiah Thomas because Isaiah Thomas questioned his sexuality. Hey, man, how'd you get AIDS? You gay? You mess with dudes? All right, that's the only way that was known back there, back then. Excuse me. That hey, the homosexual community only gets AIDS, but no, the white man had to turn it up a notch. Also, there was a little white girl. I think her name starts with a K, Kelly or something. That she ended up getting AIDS, and she was a virgin. Come to find out, got it from the dentist. All right, she got it from the dentist. Also in Africa, they want to act like this AIDS came from Africa, whatever. There was women in Nairobi, they come to find out, that was immune to this disease. They could not get it. All right, they were prostitutes, had sex with hundreds and hundreds of men out there in Nairobi, Kenya. And guess what? The doctors found out they did not have AIDS. They could not get AIDS. So they most likely experimented and say, hey, what's this gene that's resilient to this disease that we created? That's basically what happened. It's in that book called Medical Apartheid. Dark history about medical experiments that were tested upon African Americans. Also, they went down Louisiana, and you know where the testing always happens at? The penitentiaries around America, primarily black, where the highest rate of black males, they go and test there. Pennsylvania, Louisiana. They said that niggers is cheaper than cats. All right, black man. Also, they were body snatching to test all these diseases out on Negroes and the Hispanics, the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, which were black up there in New York. All right. Black man, there's a war on you, black man. And also, here's the damn spy, your black woman. Okay? And really, the woman, period, she can get so damn emotional. And well, she's not really probably when you're reading that book that she's coming out, hey, she's going to probably condemn herself with her own mouth once again and admit the hatred she has for her husband and how she really felt at that time.
Both have preferred.
I was very angry with him when he did that. And I told him so that night because, this is who you are and there was no reason to make you feel bad about it.
How did it make you feel when, you had learned that we had kind of talked about it the next day and,
Now, pause that. Now, this is during a time when he probably accepted the fact that, hey, no, and notice that when I'm with dad, I'm gonna dress like a boy. I ain't gonna look fucking stupid. But when I'm with mom, hey, I'm gonna dress like a diva. You guys notice the difference? All right. Now, what she basically did was show Magic Johnson, you will never have a man to sit on your throne. All right. You would never have a young man to sit on your throne. What I mean by that is to imitate you and duplicate you and replicate whatever the hell you want to say, to be on the basketball court and carry on your legacy, and to have a grandson to carry on your legacy. That's what happens when you turn your kids into a damn homosexual. It becomes dead. Your legacy becomes dead. All right? Which is a damn shame.
We had kind of talked about it the next day and, moved forward and kind of he apologized.
I cried because it was just, the most amazing thing that he was the last piece. And now, you can be free to be who you were.
A diva.
I'm, so proud of you. I am so overjoyed that, it's finally time for you to get up and tell your story.
Thank
and I love
you. I love you too. That means a lot.
Fellas, guard your seed for one. That's the number one thing. Guard your seed. Here's some more miserable hoes. All right? But anyway, guard your seed. All right? Know who you lying with. Have an understanding. While I'm gone, what are you going to be doing with my children? All right, fellas? Back in the day, we didn't have this problem in ancient times. But now there's a war on you, black man. They're trying to, the left-hand side, which is Satan, is trying to turn you into a flaming faggot. And there's a war on the black women too. You got a carpet munch. We want you to be dykes. You know, when you take that father out the home, the woman wants to be the dad, and the boy wants to be the mama. Isn't that interesting? Brothers, guard your seed, man. Also, there's another movie with called Moonlight that I really want to do a series on and bring out the scriptures. That abusive mother who's raising a kid, probably bringing men in out the house, who basically is part of the reason why her son progressed into being a faggot himself. When there's no man home, the house turns to shit. All right? And with that, I'm going to say shalom.